Hello everyone, I am back with another video. I literally just did a walkthrough right after this. Took a drink of water and I'm back in it again with this one. Oh my gosh, these tin decks. Yes. But anyways, here is the Barbara Walker Tarot by US Games and by the artist Barbara Walker. She is actually an let me read the card on here. It comes with an extra card that talks about Barbara Walker herself. She sounds like an interesting woman. I don't know if she is she still alive? I hope she's still alive. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Okay, so let me read about the creator. Let me put this here instead because I don't like the metallic glare of that. There we go. I'll put it like that. There we go. So you can still see. uh, Barbara G. Walker is a researcher, lecturer, and author of 24 books and numerous articles on comparative religion, history, mythology, symbolism, mineral lore. That is something that I didn't realize that it was called that, and I loved it. And I never really thought much of it. Like I read one story of on the mythology of how amethyst came to have its purple color, and it was the story of Bacchus being angry and a tiger, and one of the goddesses saving a girl named Amethyst by turning her into a crystal, and then Bacchus or Dionysus feels bad, and he pours his wine over her and staining her in that purple wine color that we know of. That we associate with that pink purplish wine color that we know of with amethyst that we know today. But anyways, and she has a book on it, and I want to get it. The Tarot. Okay, moving on with the list. The I Ching, a collection of original feminist fairy tales, an autobiography, a novel, and two essay collections: Man-Made God and Belief and Unbelief. She has very opinion. She has very strong opinions about on feminism and all that. And I'm like, you go, girl. You know. Her Woman's Encyclopedia of Myths and Secrets have been continuously in print since 1983 and was named Book of the Year by the London Times. She has received the Humanist Heroine of the Year award from the American Humanist Association, the Women Making Her Story Award from New Jersey Now, and the Olympia Brown Award from the Unitarian Universalist Association. Whew, can I read? She is listed in that prestigious publication, Who's Who in Hell. As an artist, she created 78 original paintings for the Barbara Walker Tarot deck and 64 more for her I Ching of the Goddess cards. I've looked at that. I don't know if I want to get them because I love her art, but I don't know if which ones I can trust because they're only available through third-party sellers. They're not in print, as from what I know, but they're really cheap. And if it is, it's probably just the guidebook. But the guidebook looks interesting enough. But because I think she says how. Let me see. Oh no, but she does say it does describe how she wanted to reclaim the I Ching from the what is it? The male-dominated divination system, even though like women are the ones that divinate that way more. I think Bena Baldwin talks about that as well in her I Ching course. I want to get, but that's later on, and that's for the future. She has worked as a professional knitwear designer, and her books on knitting patterns are American classics. She personally invented more than 1,000 original pattern stitches, more than any other single person known to history, and created a new technique that she named mosaic knitting. Phi Beta Kappa graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, she has worked as a journalist, dance teacher, painter, designer, workshop leader, and mentor of women's spirituality groups, as well as a wife and mother, and has presented many talks for humanist and freethinker organizations. So yeah, she's done some things. She's been pretty busy as far as I can tell. And this little white book here is getting me more and more excited on the full book because she has a very interesting spread, and that some of them are like really big spreads. So having the mini tin deck is perfect for this. She has a lot the quartz. I was reading what she says on the quartz, and they're just amazing. So yeah, but anyways, tin decks, I'm so happy that US Games is bringing more of these out. This one I'm a little afraid to close the lid on it because if you can see, I have to put the book over it because I'd much rather sacrifice the little white book. Because sometimes it wants to slide out, and as you can see, that little, it might be like that. You see, like that, you know? I don't know if you can see that right there. The corner kind of pokes out, so I got to readjust it, and I have to be real careful to tuck it in under the lip of this tin, because if I close the lid on it, it might bend it. So, and if I put the booklet under the cards, one of the cards would be bent. So, yeah, I might have to just keep the booklet out of the tin. So, yeah. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's just get into the cards. Stop wasting time, Zach. Okay, this one I gotta really hold up. Here we go. There we go. I don't like holding them up. I am gonna get a new phone stand because I hate holding them up like this because, you know, it's like one, it's uncomfortable, and two, my arm gets tired. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't like watching me wiggle my arm too much. So yeah, here we have the Fool. If my camera will focus on it. There we go. Let me put the backs, and here are the backs, and she actually talks about the back design as well, which is really, really nice. Really, really interesting. Here we have the Magician, the Papess, or the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Emperor. And I'm going to just flip through here. I'm going to try and think of what else to talk about here. I do find a lot of Marseille traditions within this deck here. The lovers with like the three figures and the angel above them. That's very Marseille-like. But the pips, the minors are not pip-like. They're not just, you know, pips, you know. The Chariot. Justice. Again, the major arcana though is very, very simple in design. The Wheel of Fortune. Strength is 11. So it's kind of based, I wanted to say it was based on Thoth, but I think it's more based on Marseille. I'll have to see. Here's a condor for strength. How interesting. Here we have the Hanged Man with grapes. Death, as you can see with the heads, and I think those are limbs in the background too, or they're all just heads. Again, another traditional Thoth imagery. Temperance. I like how she's like climbing out of the water. Well, I'm not sure. I'll have to see more into that, whether she is climbing out. The Devil. House of God. Again, I think this is much more Marseille based. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. I don't know why I'm reading them out loud. We all know the tarot. Here's the Ace of Wands. I like how she looks like she's like summoning this dragon with her dance. The Two of Wands. I do like how you can like reverse them. The Three of Wands. Maiden Mother Crone. The Four of Wands. The Five of Wands. Impasse. I should read the keywords on here instead of that because the keywords are different. Well, some of them are. Like glory, same thing like victory, you know. Challenge for the Seven of Wands. The Fall from the Eight of Wands. That's interesting. Nine of Wands. Defense. Oppression. That's typical, you know. Ten of Wands. And now we have, I think. Wait, did I switch these? I meant to switch those right here. So with the court card, she put goddesses and gods in here as these. Here we have Atargatis, I believe. I want to say that her like one of her names is Ishtar, I believe. So yeah, and she talks about that in the Little White Book. She goes into really well with the courts here, so I really cannot wait to get the book that my tarot godmother is sending me. Dagon. Hell. Valraven. Here we have Love for the Ace of Cups. Looks like the Wheel for some reason. Could be confused for the Wheel of Fortune. Anyways. Romance. Grace. Decline. Regret for the Five of Cups. Childhood. How very interesting. I feel like this is like an overbearing motherhood type of card. Dream. for the Seven of Cups. Loss. I want to say this is a story from mythology about Pan and this tree nymph. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was. Nine of Cups. Happiness. Salvation. The Ten of Cups. This is interesting. Elaine for the Princess of Cups. Galahad for the Prince of Cups. Virginal, I believe that's how you pronounce that, the Queen of Cups. And Dewey, the King of Cups. Again, when I read on the little white book on this card, it reminded me a lot of the Iron Islands from Game of Thrones. About their mythology and their belief system. Doom for the Ace of Swords. Not really a card that I associate with that kind of negative connotation, but I'll have to see. I'll have to read the book. Balance, Two of Swords. More books to read. I need to slow it down here. Sorrow with the Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Seclusion. Defeat. The Five of Swords. You see like the three, I believe they're Norns, I believe is what they are. In this case. And here we have Odin hanging from the tree. I think that's what that is. Passage for the Six of Swords. Opposition. Disillusion. I love the colors in the sky here. The Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh, this one's so creepy. Not the tree, but like everyone's like approaching this woman. I think they're like witch hunters or something coming to get her. I'm trying to get a good view of it. There we go. I feel like I was holding this in an uncomfortable position that I didn't need it to hold it. Anyways, Ruin for the Ten of Swords. Skuld for the Princess of Swords. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but she's supposed to be like a Valkyrie. Tyr, the Prince of Swords. He's supposed to be like, I think he's also like a reference to Ares. I want to say she mentions that in there. Kali, a very direct Queen of Swords here, but very, very powerful. Yama, the King of Swords. Reward for the Ace of Pentacles. Kind of looks like a... No? Where is it? Where are you? No? Hold on. Let me see if it'll... Let me find that card. I want to say... No, it can't be that one. It kind of reminds me of the Ace of Swords, but no, I think it's the Queen of Wands. Yeah. I don't know. Is that like a reference to that, where the serpent right there with Hell and... the Ace of Pentacles there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. So, yeah. I'm not sure. But let's continue. There we go. Let me go back a little. Readjust. There we go. Sorry about that. Change to a Pentacles. Again, that Ouroboros with the two snakes and the yin yang type of energy is always prominent in the Two of Discs. Three of Pentacles, lots of ancient symbols and artwork here. Avarice. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My mom came back from helping my sister set up her classroom. So, yeah, I just had some lunch and now I'm back. Here we are with Avarice. I like how this building is here. This is kind of Thoth-like, you know, with the building like that. Here we have Hardship. That's more traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. Six of Pentacles, Charity. I like how she's like lazy and leisurely, just like, oh, you know, here you go, have a little gold coin. You know. Failure. The Seven of Pentacles. What's interesting is you have two doorways, so even though you failed at what you were doing, there's still more opportunities out there, you know. Learning. Eight of Pentacles. Huh. Accomplishment. Nine of Pentacles. It's very interesting how she's pregnant. Here we have protection for the Ten of Pentacles. Here we have Nimue. If I'm saying that wrong, I probably am. Princess of Pentacles. There's lots of symbols here. Here we have Merlin. It looks like he's casting out this demon, or he's making a protective ward against this demon thing. I don't know what that is. I'll have to see. Let me see what it says on this card here. for this. Let me see. Let's just read because, again, she writes, it's a really good little paragraph in the little white book. So let's see. Prince of Pentacles, Merlin. Protected by a pentacle and by the princess's ankh, the wizard calls up to the spirit of the red dragon, a symbol of Wales. Oh, okay. Merlin was said to have been fathered by the Welsh god on a human virgin. Though Christian interpreters of the myth claim his father was a devil, as a pagan savior figure, he was buried by Nimue. I need to figure out how to pronounce that. In a crystal cave, or perhaps a hollow oak, to await his second coming. His card represents patience and determination in solving mysteries, fearless following of clues, investigation of original beginnings. How interesting. I love what she writes. Again, I do like how she incorporates the story of these figures here. Here you have Erda. This card, actually, this image with the people dancing around the furnace and this large woman here shows up in the Cosmos Tarot. I don't know what card it is, though. Yeah, I can't remember. And here we have Baal. This is a King of Pentacles as Baal. This one is actually a demon in Christian mythology. But again, a lot of gods and goddesses that were worshipped by others were viewed as demons in Christian mythology and all that. So yeah. Anyways, moving forward, let's go to the cardstock here. Oh, yes. That's good cardstock. US Games always is on it now. US Games is on it. That's all I can say. Packaging and their cardstock. Look at that. Sorry if I shuffle upside down. It's just recently I've just started shuffling upside down because it's kind of like, does it really matter? It kind of does to me. Some decks shuffle easier upside down, meanwhile others don't. Like my Tarot of Delphi. That one shuffles nice upside down. I don't know which other ones shuffle great upside down. Look at, here I am doing it again. I don't even mean to nowadays. Oh, that was a bad shuffle right there. There we go. Really, really nice lamination and shuffle. The borders can be a little bit annoying, but again, I call these types of borders good practice borders because this deck is full of like really dark cards. Let me see if there's any bright cards that might be difficult to cut against. Like this one might be a little bit difficult to trim with the white and the cream, but you can still see the difference between the white. This one might be difficult to trim here. Well, for the most part, it looks like most of the cards have colors that you can separate from the white. So yeah. So yeah, I think this is a good. If you want to try trimming, I feel like this is a good little investment that you can make. It's for practicing like these. Like there's only like 4 cards that are difficult to trim, I would say. And it's only like I want to say it's like $15. So yeah, it's not like indie or limited edition or anything like that. So you know, it won't be too hard to trim, and if you mess up, it won't be too bad. So yeah. Sorry, I had to let my dog in. So yeah, now it's just time to sign off now and move on to the next tarot deck, which I don't know, I've had mixed feelings, but I'm looking forward to using it. Along with this one, I really want to get the book for this one. Even though I probably won't read it, I probably will read the court cards because I feel like that's what's most interesting here. So yeah, and she does talk about the back designs, which I think is really, really interesting. And honestly, a very important topic. Are backs really that important? Should they just be plain, beautifully designed, or should they have symbolic meanings? Like this is supposed to be like a lemniscate with the 2 triangles as symbols. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, this has been a walkthrough of the Barbara Walker Tarot. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of this deck. It's a really, really dark deck, but really, really intriguing. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get ready for the next walkthrough, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.